Today we're gonna try the Bang Assist. It apparently assists you in cutting the perfect bangs by yourself every single time. There's a ton of these on Amazon. They're all the same thing. It's about $7-ish, but I grabbed this one because it was the cheapest. It's by the brand Toyota. I am dyslexic, so all I'm seeing is Toyota. Mine's already pretty scratched up, pretty dirty. That's okay. Put this together like so. Oh, there's a hair in there. That's black. Sometimes Amazon does send you things that have already been used. I notice that a lot of times when I order makeup from there, so I stopped doing that. I just get it directly at the store. What? Clearly you need a PhD, which I don't have, to put this together. There we go. Here we have it. Our tool has teeth, a little comb, a raised piece of plastic. This is gonna rest against your forehead. A collection plate. This is where your hair is gonna go. And a nice handle. So it's gonna look like this. Oh, look, we're in a fun house. I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but you cannot see through this plastic. Not because it's scratched up or anything. It looks like looking through a magnifying glass. There are instructions in here to save you some time. It doesn't really go into detail on how to section off for bangs, which is probably the most important part. A common mistake when cutting your own bangs is to take the bang way far back like this, then half of your head is bang. The easiest way to section is to do a triangle. Part your hair in the middle, take a comb and place it flat on your head. Where it balances, this is called the apex. That's the highest point of your head. This is where you do not really want to cut bangs, more so if you have a hair texture like mine, very fine. We don't have enough hair to be doing that. I usually move over about 2 finger widths from there, and we're gonna create a triangle. So here, and then match it on the other side. So you'll see this would be a triangle. Now, if you're looking at the textbook on how to cut bangs, it will say to use the corner of the eye as a reference for where the bang should stop. But again, for my hair texture, it needs to be a little bit smaller so I don't lose all of my length to bangs. I'm gonna spray these just a little bit. I don't want them completely wet, just about halfway. Then it says to take this from the root and comb it out like this, where you want your bangs to stop. I'll have to do that again. We better keep them pretty long though, just in case this is a mess, which I'm assuming it will be because this is a pretty straight comb. That's gonna give you straight across bangs. Probably should have more curvature in order to give a more modern bang. We're gonna go ahead and chop straight across. Oh, look at it going in the collection plate. Not exactly even, but that could be user error. So imagine if you were to cut these very short. I'm gonna cut a lot more off straight across. I'll clean it up at the end. But in order to get more of a face framing bang, this device would need to have more of a curvature. So it'd be silly to expect anything other than just straight across bangs. You're only really gonna get one style from this device, which is like this. But it's not bad. They are at a slight angle. Just gonna slide cut them and clean them up a bit. Take in some more hair and kind of blend this together. So if you had straight across bangs that you kept short, this isn't a bad tool. I mean, it's better than what my mom used to do, which is put a piece of masking tape around and then just cut against that. And then every time she would lift the masking tape, one side would be way up here because we just didn't understand calyx at that time. I'm just gonna point cut this to clean it up. Do a little slide cutting just to blend that together. The collection plate does work though, take a look at that. I still need to blend them a little bit more. They are a little too short. Too short for me, but it needed to be done, so it doesn't matter, it'll grow back. So for Brenda, this isn't Brenda, this is Susan. Sorry, meet Susan. Same concept, roughly a middle part. Finding the apex where the comb balances, put your finger there, and you can do 2, 3 fingers, we'll do 3 for her, and create your triangle. This is the peak of your triangle, and however steep you want your bangs to be, or wide. Again, if you're not sure, the corner of the eye is a good reference. You just have to take in consideration the hair texture. If it's really fine, you probably don't want to do that, fine or thin. Also the opposite, if it's too thick, it's going to look really bushy. So we're going to brush it, bring in our device like it says. Let's do right about here. So it'll be shorter bangs. Now remember, if you're doing this on yourself, or just bangs in general, not even with this tool, that they're gonna shrink when they're dry. If you have wavy or curly hair, they're gonna shrink up more. So if you cut this here, these are gonna land pretty short after they're dry. So if you're not sure, cut them a little bit longer. You can always cut it again. Let me redo that to make sure it's as straight as it can get. I'm gonna cut backhanded, but following this device, like the instructions say. And there we go. Oh, that's actually not bad. Well, she's crooked. Oh, look at that. Hang on, let me blow dry them real quick so we can see. They are a little mushroomy, but that's my fault from the blow drying. It's not terrible. They just need to be blended. You have a short dropping all the way to long. So if you'll take a little sliver here, diagonal, you want this to go like this. Oh, where are you going? So just connecting those two links, using the belly, which is the middle of the shear, and angling it down. Doing a mild notching, being very careful. You're creating a feathered effect. We cut these horizontal, so we're gonna take it vertical to blend it up and down. Little pizza slice. Point cutting it, this time that's with the tip of your shear, and you're just focusing on the ends. Up and down, up and down, up and down. We're just trying to texturize it or feather it, and we don't wanna change the actual shape of the bank. So we'll do half so we can compare the sides. Gonna have to blend these just a little bit more. It's a very heavy bang. Almost like it would need a wolf cut. This is the side that I point cut, and this I left alone. It is creating more of a straight across bang. There is a slight curvature here, but it's almost a little too heavy on the sides. I think the concept of this is pretty neat, but it does need a little bit of refining. It'd be okay to use this as a loose guide to at least get the basic shape like this, but be careful on these corners here of the bang, and then to go in and be able to refine it. Even though I refined this one, I'm still not happy with it. I don't think it looks great. If I had a do-over, I would have cut hers longer and then refine them by hand. But for kids who won't stay still, or if you're gonna take yours a little bit longer, I think it would be okay.